Hello, excuse me, can I get your attention? Hi folks, pretty much now I have grabbed your guys' attention. I want to bring about pretty much the topic about the female Aspies on the spectrum disorder of AS and autism and many likes of other spectrum disorders that has come about. As we are fully aware though, however, many girls and young women alike from all ages and stages of life pretty much present certain like symptoms or diagnoses of other hidden characteristics besides the AS and autism that comes about so many times before. Sometimes it has come to my viewpoint and understanding that 9 times out of 10 that there has been so many misdiagnoses, misunderstandings, lack of an awareness and understanding on how AS and autism and all these other conditions come about. To me, however, this isn't fair really, to be honest. When we get misdiagnosed or we just tend to just get swept under the carpet with the wrong diagnosis, whatever it may be it for some reason, as I said before, many times before, that many women may have the jurisdiction of other diagnoses, be it schizophrenia, bipolar, depression, OCD, ADD. As I said in my life story, basically, with me, I basically was diagnosed with ADD as well as ADHD until finding out later on that there was something that has been brought about with my AS and the like. Sometimes, however, I feel it's not fair because we need to be in preparation of what is to come or what it is to that point where we need to be present and diagnosed at that right given moment of time. And what we can do about it is up to us on how we can either diagnose ourselves or treat this condition of AS and autism and the like, so that hopefully that we can get a jurisdiction of basically having the right treatment or therapy plans put into place for us, no matter what it may be. Many of us are now opening up to ourselves, however, through social media, be it like for me, I have been opening up on social media through Facebook and now obviously to you guys on the wide channel of the YouTube to share my life journey and experiences with AS and the like. Pretty much, and long and behold, as I've realised, however, that there are so many of us female Aspies included that is now clinically shown that we are in the similar traits and aspirations of basically that we do have something similar that we can connect with based on our condition and whatnot. Yes, of course we are all different, I'll just bear that in mind with you folks, yet we all have the same challenges that we all struggle every day, whatever it may be. Sometimes some of the struggles, as I said in one of my videos over, some of us may struggle to communicate, some of us may struggle to misread the body languages of people, some of us may misread the cues, or many of us may try and fit in a way of basically just sitting down, observing the behaviours and also the, how to put it nicely, the attitudes that people bring about to themselves, basically to the point of basically thinking that to us this is acceptable, to the point that we should be doing it ourselves also, like we need to imitate those people, like as I said in one of my last videos over about in my shape shifting. Sometimes it feels like I have to character build with different traits there and then. Sometimes, however, we do have, as I said, the same struggles that we struggle face to face with, similar sensory issues that we react to, and how we present ourselves to the community and also just in our lives in general. However, everything's so similar, and how can most women, however, come together to talk about relating topics, struggles and experiences of some kind without believing really strongly that there are many of us women, however, that has AS or autism, be it whatever it may be. I feel in this day and age that, as I said, the main purpose and aim of my channel is 2 things: to remove the stereotyping of people's thoughts patterns about what AS is all about, and number 2 is to raise awareness and understanding bit more on this autism or AS, so that hopefully we can get more research done, so to speak. Got to realise though, however, AS is predominantly now showing more and more each day in females as well as males, as I said, maybe due to the misdiagnoses of basically the depression, schizophrenia and all those other ones that has hidden underneath basically the mask of the jurisdiction of AS. little girls or young girls has been failed for quite some time. Meaning, what I mean on this is sometimes, as I said, that we get misdiagnosed, or we just feel like we're down and out sometimes, and we need to basically find an answer pretty darn quick for the sake of these symptoms or diagnoses, be it whatever it is, so we can hopefully fit into a mold that will fit everyone's expectations. But then again, as I said in one of my other videos over, why should we have to feel the right to actually basically, fit in? To me, we just shouldn't have to all fit in. Women tend to have stronger language skills, and we definitely get misunderstood so many times before. No matter how many times we try to express ourselves or trying to explain ourselves to other people, many people tend to have high expectations of females around us that they need to be this. Be it like we need to be a classy businesswoman in a high-paid job, or something like a nurturing carer sort of thing, or whatever else it may be. The majority of Aspies, however, tend to want to be understood by people. I understand this from my jurisdiction of understanding, yes, we do need to be understood. Sometimes, many of us Aspies, especially us females, including myself, I feel that sometimes I'm pushing myself so hard to excel or drive in and actually fit in and blend into what the jurisdictions is around me, and no matter what, that many people tend to think I'm going the wrong way. But then again, you know, this is just how I roll sort of thing, and if I go the wrong way, then hey, I'm just doing what I think is best. Some of us Aspies may have a strong memory based on facts and figures, as the clinical trait is one of them, basically, and many times certain things that I can recall in my mind based on the figures and facts, sometimes it can annoy the hell of certain people in my social circle, be it if I was in a relationship. I recall certain, you know, scenarios that has happened, maybe here's an example in the past, basically, of what happened to me and that, and sometimes many people kick me in the shin saying, Kerrin, this is not right, you shouldn't be bringing this out. But to be honest with you, when I'm bringing up more on based on my relationship series, what I feel is sometimes for us females, we need to basically share what is on our mind and heart at that moment in time, and hopefully the male can actually just listen and support us, and hopefully prove to us if we had a bad relationship, say in the past, that they won't repeat it. It's just to basically hopefully gain a better understanding as, oh, okay, I better button up and just hopefully do something that is best for her. Some of us, however, also, for us Aspies, will observe people's behaviours, traits, attitudes, and the way of thinking to no end. Basically, even though, like I said before, with me, when I shapeshift, I character build with different people around me in the environment, be it whoever, happy, sad, you know. Then I'll build it up like a little film strip for myself, and if I have to, basically, I feel that, you know, I have to just go with it, so to speak. To me, basically, I think and mimic these behaviours as said character building, which is important sometimes to me, as this is, as I mentioned before, shapeshift. So if you want to know more about the shapeshifting, what I'm on about, review that video on my video blog under shapeshifting, why females shapeshift, or also shapeshifting my life story, to change or not to change. This is just to gain a better understanding and knowledge about myself, you know, and how other female works in this behaviours alone. Sometimes I sit alone and observe from a distance if need be, however, of these traits that comes out. Most of us females, Aspies, however, tend to get misunderstood so many times before and have certain labels on us to how others sees in us. Be it, like I said before in one of my label series, basically, that we're too stupid, we're too dumb, we're too hard to get on with, too hard to understand, and all the like. But then again, I feel that sometimes we need to take away those labels, mentality of certain people that stereotype us that way, and actually sit down and actually have a good yarn and get to know us, basically, because you never know, as I said, that they may be actually surprised to what they may see and hear from us. When we're not on the drugs, however, which I find this very funny, that many of us Aspies tend to get diagnosed, and then sometimes they think that, for example, people with depression should be self-medicated. They shouldn't be self-medicated to the meds. However, because how it works with us Aspies, even though we're wired differently, it can just create havoc in our brains and actually just ruin this likes of us and ruining the chemical balances of our brain to the point that you know, it comes to mush. Where was I up to? Many of us Aspie girls, however, are self-medicating, or even, as I said, using alcohol, self-harm, etc., just to get a diagnosis to understand and also to fit in somehow. We need to keep talking and address this issue about basically, well, it's not an issue as such, but just a topic that we should share with each and every one of us about, you know, AS and the like, so that hopefully people get a better understanding, as well as also the knowledge and know-how, and also basically for my liking, hopefully, that we can connect and get on well. The other diagnoses are being misdiagnosed with hidden characteristics, like as I mentioned that I was diagnosed with ADD, OCD and the like. As some people don't really know who we are despite having AS, and some medical experts to this day, or whatever you think, same to this day, any soul make mistakes. I'm not putting the clinical experts to shame, saying play the blame game and pointing fingers at them, say you should have done your job right, you should have diagnosed me properly, you should have done this. I'm not here to do that. No, we are all humans, we all make mistakes. As I'm aware that, yes, okay, as I said before, that AS is a hidden kind of diagnosis, has other hidden diagnoses with these common traits that we present to ourselves in different ages and stages in life, be it whatever age it may be. As I said before, it just needs to be more clinical awareness, knowledge and understanding on how we work. Basically, you don't know who we are or what we are. You don't know what many of us do in private though. However, got to bear in mind, we are on the high functioning scale spectrum end of the autism spectrum disorder, hopefully, which, as I said, will bring out that umbrella and explain more to how it works. As we keep it quiet, some of us are real private and we just keep to ourselves and we just get on our merry way and keep going, due to the lack of understanding from others around us, or just the plain pure ignorance that people may think they know better than us and just talk down on us just because we have AS. Many people think, oh, okay, she must be just a child at the age of 5 and she doesn't even tend to understand. No. This is a no-no, I reckon. As I said before, that many of us girls and young women try to fit in, yet in our lives there are so many pressures out there that we have to be highly educated, having a high-paid job, having a house of our own, and whatever the like of the normal everyday entities kind of characteristics. Sometimes we can't blend in with these entities, neurotypical traits and stuff. As I've said before, we need to just basically work in our own stride. However, on the end note, we self-harm, self-medicate ourselves to feel better and to ease certain pains that we feel of the struggles. Sometimes many of us feel that we have trust issues to bring out about what's going on in our lives, and sometimes it takes a lot of courage for us to open up, even though, yes, okay, entities pretty much may struggle with everyday things, be it like depression, schizophrenia and the like. But then again, you know, many people need to just be aware that we work differently and that hopefully, as I said, we can connect somehow. To me, however, I feel that we should just keep on talking about this, bringing up the awareness, as I keep saying. It needs to be acknowledged and addressed. However, for this topic I'm sharing, that many different females has a high-functioning autistic brain, however, and they're wired and connected differently. AS, as said, can be masked by other symptoms, as said, yet I believe if medical experts in the medical field, profession, whatever it may be, should hopefully be able to identify it maybe and do more in-depth research, pretty much. Yet some, I feel, of clinical experts, be it whatever medical field, can be just closed-minded and just don't want to know about it and just leave us on the shelf and basically forget about us. That's how I feel anyway. And sometimes they just go by the old self-practices, thinking that, you know, self-medicating is the best way about it, you know, instead of giving us other treatments and stuff or whatever it may be. Yet, we've got to realise with this old practice method that they may bring about, it's hurting most of us Aspies pretty much real badly. So that ends basically the channel of basically the female Aspies on the autism spectrum pretty much. I don't know the actual title as of yet, but hey, I'll give you the heads up, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on the Aspie Answers All basically Facebook page, or sub to my channel for more weekly updates, hopefully on my video blogging. I'm hoping, as I said, to try and share 2 a week of certain topics that's going to be coming about on my channel, of that everyday encounter in a typical life of an Aspie. Be aware, as I said before, while I'm been away, I've been doing my book, and that at the moment that my book is still in progress, as well as some of these topics that I'm sharing won't be in the book, but hopefully will be just an eye-opener and awareness and knowledge and know-how, hopefully to know more about what's going on in our everyday lives of people with AS and the like. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.